Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl Season 4, and today we're going to be breaking down some new titles. One of these titles gives away something massive, so we're going to be theorizing and talking about these titles in this video. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, so you don't miss any DC TV or Supergirl videos later this year. So Spoiler TV once again has released 3 new titles. As you know, I broke down all the other titles for the episodes prior to episode 5. So now we've got episode 5, 6 and 7. So episode 5 is titled Parallax, episode 6 is titled Call to Action, episode 7 is titled Rather the Fallen Angel. So we're going to be breaking this down. Episode 5 is titled Parallax. So this name should be very familiar to a lot of you guys who do in fact watch DC films, because in fact in the Green Lantern film with Ryan Reynolds they had the character of Parallax, and he is one of Green Lantern's enemies in the comics, and he's pretty high up there in the rankings, and he's took on people like Hal Jordan, Carl Rayner and many other people. Parallax in the comics is a demonic parasite dating back to the dawn of time. So this parasite embodies fear, and it travels from world to world, destroying civilizations out of paranoia. So you guys probably, if you haven't read the comics and you don't know too much about the Green Lantern comics, you probably know Parallax from the film like I mentioned earlier. Obviously the film wasn't that well received, but that gives you an idea for potentially him actually coming to the show, because I don't see any other reason to title the episode Parallax if they weren't teasing anything to do with Green Lantern, or if they weren't bringing Parallax. Imagine they actually bring him on screen. I would be so excited. Technically confirms that Green Lantern exists in the universe, which I'm sure he does, but obviously they're not going to confirm that straight away. So if Parallax does in fact come, potentially Green Lantern might come sometime in the future, perhaps next year's crossover or something like that, because they are introducing Lois Lane, they're bringing back Superman, they're going big for this crossover. They got Batwoman as well, so potentially Green Lantern could come sometime soon if Parallax does actually show up. So that's my breakdown of episode 5. So episode 6 is called Call to Action. Nothing really we can break down here. Call to Action is just Kara being called to action to become Supergirl. And now moving on to episode 7. This is a bit more interesting than episode 6's title, and that is Rather the Fallen Angel. So this is actually a reference to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This is in fact a quote from the book, and in the book they say, "But I am rather the fallen angel." So again, just a nice little reference to a past book, and obviously it's gone on to be a film and everything like that, and theatre productions and everything. So it's just a nice reference to Frankenstein, but also at the same time, Rather the Fallen Angel could in fact mean this episode is perhaps about Red Daughter, Supergirl, so the dark version of Supergirl that we saw at the end of season 3, because she is a fallen angel. She's fell down from the sky wherever she's came from. We saw her actually coming from the sky supposedly, and she's a fallen angel. Or it could be in reference to that perhaps an angel has fallen, like someone has died, perhaps Supergirl has died or something like that, you know, along those lines. So it could be interpreted either way, but I do in fact think this is probably going to be a Dark Supergirl episode if I was to hazard the guess from this title. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think of the titles? Do you think this confirms that Parallax is going to show up, and in turn this sort of confirms that Green Lantern does exist in the DC TV universe, in the Arrowverse, if Parallax does show up? And also, what do you think of the other titles? What do you think of my theories? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shot free.